loneliness out tonight, I call the member for Drummoy.
Thank you, Speaker. I rise today to talk about the lack of a plan for infrastructure to support my community, which is growing rapidly because of recent government policy and planning decisions. Speaker, there's nothing responsible about approving thousands upon thousands of new homes without the infrastructure to support them. Growth isn't the problem, poor planning is. And right now, communities like mine are paying the price for decisions that put development first and infrastructure last. Speaker, we all agree that we need more housing. As a young person, I understand how important it is for people to be able to live close to their jobs, close to their families, and close to their networks. But housing can't simply be dropped into suburbs without the basic in place. Homes don't exist in isolation. People need roads to travel on, transport to rely on, hospitals to care for them, and schools for their children. Without those, we're not building communities. Planning has to be about building communities, building all of the services and amenities that come with homes. What I'm seeing in my community is development that is being pushed ahead at an unprecedented pace with little regard for whether surrounding infrastructure can cope. It's irresponsible. In my community, the numbers speak for themselves. We're pulling our weight when it comes to new housing. We always have met our housing targets. 18,000 new homes are being delivered in North Strathfield as part of the Homebush TODs. More homes are coming in Five Dock and what the government calls Burwood North, which is actually Concord. There is continued development in roads, and Drummoyne is seeing a number of new DAs as part of the low and mid-rise housing policy. We have roughly estimated that this means that there are more than 30,000 new homes coming. More people, more families, more demand, and yet where is the matching investment in infrastructure? Speaker, we see overcrowded trains and platforms that are quite literally at capacity during peak hour. It is unsafe at Rhodes Station in the morning peak. The long-promised Rhodes Ferry Wharf has been quietly removed from any of this government's budget papers. We see roads that are choked every single day, every single morning around Victoria Road, which has turned what should be a simple commute into a daily ordeal. Residents are stuck, frustrated, and losing hours of their time each week just trying to get to and from work. Bus services, which so many rely on, are becoming increasingly unreliable. Services are delayed, cut, reduced, and even cancelled altogether. People are left waiting, unsure if a bus will even arrive, and many are getting to work late through no fault of their own. That's not acceptable. Reliable public transport isn't a luxury, it's essential. The removal of routes like the 439 has only made things worse. It was a convenient and well-used service that connected communities and gave people a practical way to get around. This isn't about politics or pointing fingers at who did or cut what, it's about listening to the community. And the community is telling us clearly they need this service back. I do blame Transport for New South Wales, who sneakily cut this bus, citing low patronage right in the thick of COVID when we were told to stay home. Now Transport is forcing people to take 3 buses just to get somewhere like Leichhardt or Sydney Uni, which are only just a few kilometres away. It's a disgrace, and it's also a broken promise from this Minns Labor government, because 3 years ago the Labor candidate for Drummoyne promised to bring back the 439, and 3 years later we are still waiting for this government to bring it back, despite community advocacy, grassroots community advocacy, which seems to be falling on deaf ears. And then there's healthcare. Concord Hospital is under immense pressure. Its emergency department is outdated and struggling to keep up with current demand, let alone the surge that it will come. As a candidate, I made a clear commitment to my community. I committed $260 million towards stage 2 of the Concord Hospital upgrade. That would have delivered a new emergency department, expanded ICU, provided more beds, and strengthened critical services like cardiology. We've already seen the consequences of doing nothing. Labor didn't commit a single dollar to that project and still haven't. Patients are waiting hours to be seen in the emergency department at Concord. Last year, one patient waited 16 hours in the ED and had to call 2GB radio just to get a bed. That's not a future problem, that's happening now. Same is playing out in education. In Rhodes, the Rhodes East Primary School was promised back in 2021. Years later, there's been no meaningful progress and no clear update. Meanwhile, families are moving into the area in growing numbers, wondering where their children will go to school. Speaker, right now my community is being asked to carry more than our fair share without the support. More homes but no new transport, more people but no expanded hospital capacity, more pressure but no relief on our roads. That's not good enough. I want to be clear about one thing. I'm not interested in politics or playing games. I am interested in delivering this infrastructure for my community. I'll work with the government, with ministers, with anyone necessary to get these projects delivered, because at the end of the day, this is not about us, it's about the people we represent. Thank you.
I thank all members.